Welcome to East Alabama Today, featuring topics, events, and interesting people from all over East Alabama. Hosted by Carl Brady. Now, let's get right to the show. Here's Carl Brady.
Well, welcome everybody to East Alabama Today. I'm Carl Brady, and as you can tell, we're not in the studio today. We're on location again, and we've been doing that a lot lately, and I think we're going to keep doing it. But today, a beautiful day. Couldn't have picked a better day to come and visit Cheaha State Park, and we're going to be talking about the Alabama State Park system as we go through the program today. Some of the budget issues that you've been hearing so much about in the news. We're going to talk about promotions, getting you out to a state park, introducing you to the Alabama State Parks. If you haven't been to a state park lately, you certainly need to. But before we get into all of that, a little business to take care of. Remember, if you have an idea for the program, we would love to hear from you. Special events, things that are happening in your community. Best thing for you to do is to send me an email. It's cbrady@tv24.tv. Let me know about the things that are going on in your community and in your neck of the woods. We're also looking for special people in the community, people who have odd or interesting hobbies. Maybe they're writers, artists, or musicians, things like that, and you think they would be a great guest for the program. Well, send me a suggestion. Let me know their information again at the email address cbrady@tv24.tv. And if you happen to miss an episode of East Alabama Today, remember you can go online and watch them now at tv24.tv. Go to the on-demand section, click on East Alabama Today, and there's a whole series of East Alabama Today shows that you can watch online. So we'll get into the show in just a moment. And right here we are at Bald Rock at Cheaha State Park, and we'll be taking you all over the park today. So thanks for joining us. We'll be right back. Welcome back into East Alabama Today. As we told you, we are in one of the most beautiful places on earth, and that is Cheaha State Park here in Alabama. We're at the on the back deck of the restaurant at Cheaha State Park, and you see this beautiful view behind us. This is amazing. And joining me is Randy Jinks with the Alabama State Parks. Randy, welcome to the program. Thanks for having us up here.
Welcome to Cheaha State Park.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
We're not exactly at the highest point in Alabama, but we're not far from it.
We're not far from it. It's just up the hill from us a little ways. Randy, no stranger to East Alabama Today, been on the show many times over the years, but always in the studio and always just showing pictures and talking. So we thought this time we would actually come out and let the pictures do some of the talking for themselves. Do you know what direction we're looking here as we look off? I really don't have any.
Almost due east.
Almost due east, and the little lake down there, is that Lake Chenabe? That there's a cool little lake. You see the little cold water, and
cold water.
Yeah, and a recreation area down there. But anyway, we're proud to be up here at Cheaha State Park and help feature the state parks on East Alabama Today.
We appreciate y'all coming up here. We appreciate everything y'all have done for us in the past, and promoting our parks and trying to help us get the word out about our parks. You know, inevitably I run into somebody nearly every week that visits one of our parks and they say, you know, we just didn't realize that Alabama had such beautiful state parks and facilities like this. Mm-hmm. And you know, it's just the best kept secret, but that's not what we want.
We don't want it to be a best kept secret. That's right.
We want everybody to know we got great facilities. What's so great about our state parks is the pristine surroundings. Nearly every one of our state parks are located in a place that Alabama's natural beauty is just wrapped around it.
Yeah.
And we looked up and got a pretty clear day today up here at Cheaha. Sometimes a little hazy, but we got a good view today.
Yeah, very good view today, and I think you talk about the well-kept, unfortunately well-kept secret. I've been up here many times, but I'm still amazed when I ride around the loop and I see the restaurant, I see the hotel, the chalets, the cabins, because you think you're out in the middle of nowhere until you get here, and you've got this wonderful facility where you can come spend a weekend, a week, or however much time you want to, and have it made.
You know, you can stay at the motel, or you can come and camp. You can hike, you can bike, you can swim. It's a nice park. It's the oldest continuously operated state park in the state of Alabama. So
really,
this is a special place.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's talk about some of the unpleasant stuff has been going on here lately.
People always want to keep the unpleasant stuff.
Yeah, we want to help people. We want to help people to understand what's going on.
Okay.
There's been so much information over the last few months about budgets. The governor fighting with the legislature over budgets and budget cuts, and we're hearing that the state park system is going to have to shut down, and then we're hearing that they're not going to have to shut down, and so a lot of political posturing and a lot of unknowns going on right now until the legislature actually votes on a budget, which they haven't done at this point in time. But as an employee of the state park system, what is this doing to you guys in the park system and as employees?
Well, needless to say, it doesn't do a lot for morale.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of uncertainty going on, and it's really unfortunate because it's nothing new to us, and this is the second time in about three years that we've had to go through this.
Mm-hmm.
And our employees, we have good, hardworking employees. A lot of people don't realize it, but every holiday, when somebody goes out to a state park and enjoys it, our employees are separated from their families on that holiday to work so that we can provide a good experience for all of our guests.
Mm-hmm.
So they're dedicated, and it's really just not fair. And we our employees don't know whether to plan a vacation this year or not.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know whether to buy a new car or get the old one fixed up again because of all the uncertainty. So you can imagine what it does to morale.
Yeah.
And we feel like a pawn in the budget process right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I can see that.
When it's over. As far as the budget, I probably don't know much more than you do. It's over the last week or so, it's sort of quieting down.
Mm-hmm.
There's bills being introduced almost daily that affect our park one way or the other. And the University of Alabama did a study last year, and they estimate the economic impact from our Alabama state parks on our economy is $375 million.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what we do. That's what people spend coming and going. And
Right.
So, and there's a lot of businesses that benefit from having a state park in their area.
Yeah.
So, you've got to look at it and think, well,
you got to balance that out. If you're talking about a specific budget savings of X number of dollars, but then when you close those state parks, you're not just saving that money, you're losing that $300 million in total funding generated for the state in other areas.
It's not just our $5 million from the sales and use cap money or cigarette tax money we receive. It's the possibility of jeopardizing that $3.75 million positive impact that our parks place in our economy.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to consider. I don't envy anybody that's in the legislature, but hey, those guys all asked for that job.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They ran for it. They asked to be in that position. But I think about all the infrastructure as well. Like here at Cheaha, the chalets, the cabins, the restaurant, all of this well-maintained, well-taken care of infrastructure can't just sit here and go to waste.
Well,
and so I think about that and those kind of things. But one of the things that I want to make sure we point out too is that's kind of getting lost in some of this discussion is the state park system is just over 80% self-reliant. You produce your own revenue, 80% of your own revenue, then you get money from the cigarette tax and the sales and use tax. You're not getting money from the general fund. So when they talk about cutting money from the state park system, they're actually talking about taking money that you generated to shore up the general fund. They're not talking about saving general fund money.
That's right.
They're talking about taking your money to shore up general fund problems.
That's right. They're talking about going beyond our funding of approximately $3 million, which is probably the straw that breaks the camel's back. You mentioned the 80% self-sufficient, and we are. And that fluctuates some years. Some years we'll be up around 85 or close to 90%. It's according to, we've had a bad spring so far. We had a lot of moisture and a lot of rain, and that affects golf and people getting out. But to compare what we do performance-wise to our other southern states, The closest one is maybe Tennessee at 65%. The rest of them linger around the 45 to 47% range. So, you know, our employees work hard, and you know we do the best with what we got, and our performance numbers are great. We lead the Southeast in being self-sufficient, and I think that number holds like third nationwide. So, you know, the people of Alabama can be proud of their facilities because they're beautiful. They also be proud of the staff, and you know, because we've taken and done so much with so little for so long that we've gotten pretty good at it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
You know, it's that's a pretty significant accomplishment, and it's one that we're proud of. And let me expand the conversation a little bit on the parks. You know, we've got a director that's been in place about 3 years. I don't even agree, but he's done a good job, and he's looking beyond the next year, and he's secured some attractions in some of our state parks now. And naturally, a Ferris wheel and a merry-go-round doesn't fit good in a state park. No. But you know, zip lining.
I had read that you guys were planning to put some zip lines in.
We've got a zip line at the Gulf that's doing well. We've got a wakeboard attraction at Oak Mountain that's doing well. And right now we have 4 parks that are in the process of constructing the zip lines. Yeah. Which is a neat attraction. It blends in real well with the state parks. Yeah. And you know, he's had the foresight to go after that. There's some other things in the works, and you know, this just sort of, you know, you just think, well, it's all up in the air now. Yeah. You know, I do hope that, I'm prayerful that it'll be resolved sooner as opposed to later. Right. So that you can get back to business. Take a deep breath. But it's business as usual. All 22 are open. We want to encourage everybody to come out, get your spouse, bring them, eat dinner, spend the night, come camping. Yeah. Plan a wedding.
Just to the left of us over here, there's chairs are set up where somebody had a wedding here over the weekend, out overlooking this beautiful view. But we need to take a commercial break, so we'll do that and come back with more from Cheaha State Park in just a moment. Well, welcome back into East Alabama today. We've changed locations. This is Randy Jinks with me from the Alabama State Park System. We're at Cheaha State Park, and we're out at the very end of the boardwalk at Bald Rock. And
this is the focal point.
This is the focal point. People come out here usually when I'm here on the weekends. There's quite a good crowd of people out here looking at this view. We thought we had a good view at the restaurant a few minutes ago. This is even more amazing.
I'm not sure. I think the Montford community is what we see over there in the distance. Yeah. You know, this is a neat attraction because it's handicapped accessible. This is the Doug G. Handicapped accessible boardwalk. This boardwalk's been here quite a few years, but it's made this focal point in the park a lot more visited. Since you know, people with a disability can come out here and enjoy the view also. Right,
very, very easy to, very easy, excuse me, I think I swallowed the bug, very easy to access. Tell us about a new promotion that you guys have, bringing a friend to the parks.
We try to come up with a promotion every spring to try to get people's interest in the parks, and we always try to make our promotion interesting enough that folks like you will let us come on and talk about it. Right. Our director wanted us to try to focus this year on getting people to the parks that perhaps have never visited a park before. And so we come up with a promotion simply called Bring a Friend. Now, we do have some people that have never been to a park. Yeah. But on the flip side is we have customers that literally come multiple times every year. I mean, good, loyal supporters that visit a lot of parks multiple times. So what we've done is we're reaching out and partnering with our loyal customers and asking them if they know somebody that has never brought their RV or motorhome to a state park to camp, or have never visited one of our nice resort lodge rooms, or perhaps has never been in one of our cottages or chalets or like the rock cabins that we have here at Cheaha, to bring them. If their name's not in the reservation system, then they're considered a new customer.
A new customer.
And when they check out to go home, we're going to issue each one of them a $25 voucher, which is just like $25 cash toward their next overnight stay at any state park. Yeah. And the neat thing is, like, if you bring somebody this week and then you come back a couple weeks, you can bring somebody different. You can, as the person that's bringing them, can collect as many those vouchers between now and July 31st as possible. So
Yeah.
we thought it was a good idea. We've got everything in place. We've had rack cards printed. Our waitresses and our people at point of sale are wearing buttons. We got all our banners out, and it's all over our website, all over Facebook. And then the budget talks comes up.
Yeah.
So we're sort of in a holding pattern now, but we're plugging away trying to get the word out and want people to get involved in the promotion.
Absolutely, and bringing a friend to a park, that's something that, just spreading the word, let people know.
That's
right. We talked about our state park systems being, some of the best kept secrets, and because they're quiet and a nice place to go and relax, some of the people who use the state parks like to keep it a secret to themselves as well. But we need to spread the word.
Well, we do offer a good value and a vacation. And I tell people that Webster's definition of a vacation is time set aside for rest and relaxation. Well, that takes Disney World and Six Flags out of the equation right off the bat. You don't get any
no rest or relaxation for sure
at a place like it. Not that it's not a good place to go and take your family or your kids or your grandkids, but just a quiet traditional vacation to camp or hike or bike or walk or grill out, cook out with your friends or your family, and perhaps even talk to one another.
Instead of texting.
Leave your phone in a car in the room. I know I went to the beach a couple years ago and I left my phone in the dresser drawer, and I said I'll check it every night, make sure nobody got sick or anything back home. But other than that, I want to get away from this little device. But this is a very, very neat place to come right here.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about Cheaha State Park because we're here, but there are 22 other parks. You've got DeSoto State Park up in the Fort Payne and DeKalb County area. The ones that just come to mind, Gulf State Park down at Gulf Shores, beautiful and recently redone because of hurricane damage, and just some amazing facilities. Talk about some of the more recognizable facilities around the state.
You mentioned Gulf, and each one of our parks has a focal point or a couple of focal points. I would say that the observation tower in Ball Rock is the focal points of Cheaha State Park. Of course, the beach is the focal point at Gulf.
Right.
The fishing pier there, one of the longest on the Gulf Coast. The big beach pavilion there that people can use during the day or rent for special events at night. So, and Gulf is our most visited state park. And then you come up to south of Birmingham in the Pelham area, we have Oak Mountain State Park.
Right.
Now that is our largest state park, almost 10,000 acres of land there that people to get outdoors and use. So mountain biking is a huge activity at Oak Mountain. We have an excellent user group there, Bump, that has actually come in and helped develop and build some of the trails and some of the bridges. And let me stress our volunteers and our partners. We have the Bring a Friend promotion is part of our overall Partners Pay the Way campaign. And, we talk about the budget and the funding, and we need to secure that funding. But overwhelmingly, we are a self-sufficient group, and we want to thank our partners. Our customers are a partner. Our civic club and local municipalities close to us are partners. Our government leaders are partners. Our business community people that support us. Bob Baumhauer's a good example. Last year he helped headline the entire 75th anniversary Shrimp Fest and Barbecue event series. He's a partner. So, we really, our volunteers are partners. So, it just goes on and on, the partnerships that we have. And it helps keep us open, keep us going. And we just can't say enough good about them.
Right. The parks, most of the parks, like here at Cheaha, they seem so isolated. You feel like you're another world away. It's a 30-minute drive from Oxford, about an hour from my house at Alexandria, but you feel like you've gone like a whole world away. Exactly. You really feel like you're getting away, and all the parks are like that. They're convenient to population centers. They're convenient, easy to get to, but it just transports you into a total different state of relaxation.
Well, and the same is especially true for Oak Mountain. You're in one of the most highly populated areas of Alabama, just off I-65, almost a rock throw from I-65. But yet when you get in the park, it's like an oasis within the city.
Yeah.
And you get away from all the street noise and the hustle and the bustle, and you can sort of relax and let it all go for a little while. We need that.
We need that a lot. Yeah, absolutely.
Gunnersville State Park, you want to mention some of the other state parks.
Yeah.
Gunnersville is the view of the reservoir at Gunnersville from top Taylor Mountain, where the lodge is at on Lake Terrace. It's got to be one of the most beautiful views in the state. It rivals this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I personally, I enjoy looking and seeing the mountains and the water. It's just, I think that's great. So that view is certainly a focal point of the park at Gunnersville. And then up at DeSoto, the tallest waterfall in Alabama. You flip across the state over to the Shoals area. Joe Wheeler State Park is a beautiful lodge right there on Wheeler Lake. You can have dinner just sitting right there on the banks of the water, and we've got a lot of slips up there that people keep their boats in. Of course, we've got camping and all the other amenities that other parks have. Beautiful cottages, lakeside cottages up there. It looks like a subdivision.
Yeah.
And they're 2 and 3 bedrooms, and just you take a couple of families up there, you split the cost on that, and you realize, man, what a deal this is compared to some other places we might could have gone. So, we've got a lot of parks. All of them are unique and special, and gosh, it'd be just bad to lose any of them.
Absolutely. Well, time for us to take another commercial break. When we come back, we'll do a little wrap up for you and give you some information how you can find out more about the state park in your community or anywhere you might happen to want to go to an Alabama state park. We'll be back in a moment. Well, as we get ready to wrap things up from Cheaha State Park here on East Alabama today, thanks to Randy Jinks for being with us from Alabama State Parks. But we've talked a lot about the different parks, the different amenities. All the parks have different amenities, different things going on at them. Not enough time on a 30-minute show to get into all the details. So you need to go check out the state park website.
We have a new website that launched a few months ago, and it's really nice, up to date. It's more easy to navigate than the old site. It's the address is alapark.com.
Alapark.com, yeah. Of course, great information on there about all the parks.
Yes. And of course, every park's got a Facebook page. And we have a new Facebook page that is the Alabama State Park Partners Coalition. And it is a partnership Facebook page that we want people to go on and sign up in supporting our parks and sort of bring everybody together on that one page as a supporter of our parks, and sort of maybe give us a little notoriety during this budget struggle, and just let everybody know how much the state parks are important to us. It's like generation to generation. People have stories and memories of when they were little, they went to this state park or they went to that state park, and I think that's probably something that's consistent among all the families in Alabama that are native Alabamians. Of course, we have a lot of visitors from out of state too, but those websites and Facebook pages provide a wealth of information.
Yeah, absolutely. Randy, thanks so much for letting us come out. Yeah, been a lot of fun.
Don't be a stranger. Come back, or maybe we'll see you at another state park soon.
Sounds good. Thanks for joining us for East Alabama today from Cheaha State Park. We'll see you next time.